Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good day to Dr Noraini binti Johari. My name is Siti Nurwardah Habibah binti Fazil, a student from AAP 115 So first of all, I'm from Sungai Petani Kedah, and I am a group leader for this building defects presentation. So before we moving on to the special part of this presentation, I would like to introduce my group member first. So I hope you will stay calm at your place and enjoy our great video.
Hai, salam sejahtera, salam bebas COVID-19. My name is Siti NORISMANIEZA binti ISMAIL and I am from class AAP 115 and currently I am staying at my hometown, which is Sempang Renggam, Johor.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. To Madam Noraini, our lecturer. My name is Muhammad AIMAN HAKIEM bin MUSLIADI. I'm from group AAP 115 Group 1 for this presentation. And I'm from Klang, Selangor.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad AIMAN bin ABDULLAH.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Siti, KHADIJAH, ZAILI, IKRAM. And I am here today to talk about building defects, factors and remedial works of our chosen property, which is Blok Dahlia of College, Cempaka Sari.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad IZZUDDIN bin ZAINAL ABIDIN from class AP 115 and I come from Keluang, Johor.
Assalamualaikum. Now I'm going to talk about our objective or our introduction of doing this report. Is to identify our building defect at College Jalan 1 UiTM Perak, and also we have to identify our remedial works to avoid the building defect again, and how to sustain the building for a long time. So what is the meaning of defect? The defect is a building flaw or design mistake that reduce the value of the building and create unsafe conditions. A building defect can occur due to many factors such as bad workmanship or the use of inferior material, and also building defect do not show up to have been minimized in spite of the latest development or constructing technology. Some frequent defects induced by using dealers such as atmospheric pollution, bad workmanship, or the use of inferior substance and climatic installation are extra frequent. So that's how for me.
The chosen building for our survey is Blok Dahlia 1, College Cempaka Sari, which is located on UiTM Sri Iskandar Perak. Every block of this college has a head of height as 4 story and has quite a few rooms, and one room can accommodate between 2 to 4 students in every room. This college is one of the earliest college built and has been among the oldest building on UiTM Sri Iskandar Perak, where the UiTM branch started operating in 1985. So because of the fact that this building has been long established, there must be a lot of defect can be found in this building, either because the factor of age or intentionally damaged. Moreover, this building will be inhabited by different kind of students in every semester, which every of them have their own temperament. So in this report, we as one team need to find and prepare a comprehensive report about the defect that can be found and available, and also potential to occur in the select building.
Hello madam, so now we have arrived the special presentation for today, which is the building defect. So the first defect, as you can see right there, and also the live video that I have been attached. So the name of the defect is exterior structural cracks. It is located at floor 2, College Dahlia 1. Symptoms that we identified is cracks around the wall that are connected with handles. Why this can be happened? The weight of the handles is overloading, which causes cracks around the walls. This may lead to interior cracks which cracks inside the wall. So what we can do? Regular inspection is the remedy to prevent exterior structural cracks from happening.
Next, second defects. As you can see, the defects shown in this picture is defective external wall finishes, which is located on floor 2, College Dahlia 1. We can acknowledge this defect by looking at its symptoms, such as the tiles are uprooted from the stairs. This defect is usually caused by bad finishing, such as cement already dying and the worker putting the tiles in. Other than that, it may also happen because of poor workmanship and lack of experience in construction.
Okay, as you can see the files that attached, the name of the defect is faulty gutters and down pipes. The symptom of the defects that you can see is leaks in plumbing system and corrosion. There is also gold brown color on the wall as the effect of the leakage or as the effect of the water that go through the beam. The beam became rust and left that color on the wall. This defect happened because the pipes are not tightened enough with each other, so that the water will flow little by little and it leads to rust on the iron bone or beam. The remedies work for this defect is fabrication and welding processes, which it can destroy the gutter costing, requiring local post-manufacturing treatment to restore corrosion resistance.
So, for the fourth defect, there is water leaks in wall that located in Drainage College Dahlia 1, our case study. The cause for this water leaks is visible mold growth. Mold is lumut in bahasa. Visible mold growth on walls and baseboards. And the symptoms that cause this defect is the fungus in the wall happens because of dampness. The walls were exposed to rain and heat, and because of the wall in the open space, in the public space. This situation create fungus and at once creating white appearance on the wall that can make the wall terhakis. So what can we do? What is the remedial action towards the defects? What we can do is addressing a hidden water leak ourselves involves removing the wet drywall or sheet stock and either drying out the affected materials or replacing them with a new one.
Okay, as what you can see, the painting colors on the wall has become cracked and worn. The damage can be happen cause of the leakage from the roof and also leakage from plumbing system on a building roof. It's shown that if we just let the damage and not repairing it, it will lead to another damage. When the roof and the wall is wet, for sure the painting will be cracked then. Besides than that, it is also can happen if we using a low quality product of paint and the building wall surface is not perfect. As regarding repairing it of the damaged external wall, all the loosest part need to be removed first in order to eliminate the imminent damage or dangers, and we can change to the new colors to protection the new external wall. But make sure the plumbing system or the leakage is being repairing first. If not, the same problem will be happen again, because the wall need to be stay dry and cannot be in a humid state.
So for defect number 6 is cracking in concrete. So that you can see at the picture, the location is halfway College Dahlia 1. So the symptom is there are long small cracks along the hallway. These cracks are because the ground movement since the location of this college is on uneven ground. So for remedial action is concrete coat of liquid filler can be used to fix it to depth less than 1/4 inches wide. Typically, sketching material are combined with water and applied with a trowel.
So moving on to the defect number 7, as you can see right there, the name of the defect is corrosion on wall ties, which is it is located at the stairs of floor 2 of the college Dahlia 1. So the symptoms that we have been identified is rust, stained walls. Why this can be happen? Crystallization pressure that occurs in the pore space of the building materials and microorganisms. So what we can do? The quickest and the most cost-effective alternative to wall tie replacement is to install the remedial wall tie that followed by the removal or isolation of the existing wall ties.
Next is dampness in wall. The symptom that we can identify is discoloration on the wall. As you can see, the walls are clearly different. This defect happens because of poor or wrong mix paint during preparation, so it will easily crack and so on, cause of discoloration. The remedial works of this defect is maintenance team need to replacing hard cement render or pointing using more suitable lime-based mortar often improves a damp wall to dry out, and then paint with good quality of paint such as oil base of paint.
Next, the 9th defect is cracked or damaged floor ties. We found this defect on stairs floor 1, college Dahlia 1. We can recognize cracked or damaged floor ties just by noticing the cracks at the end of the stairs. These cracks can cause from the settlement was not well resolved, and it is perhaps from the cement material used is of poor quality. This defect can be cured by localized movement. Fractures can be cut out and filled once the movement has stopped. In any case, the guidelines for bond failures should be followed.
For the next defect, defect number 10 in our assignment is defective rainwater pipes, and it is located in college Dahlia 1. The cause from this defect is the pipelines are not connected to each pipeline on the roof properly, and the pipeline does not attach properly after a while. And the symptom is these defects are caused by lack of maintenance. Maintenance plays a much importance role to make sure that the pipes are always connected together properly. And what is the remedial action? What the action we can do to overcome this problem? So we can routine rainwater pipe maintenance, and the rainwater pipe maintenance must be done monthly or regularly by professional for remedial waterproofing, because this is a safety, especially to students that live there.
So the defects number 11, we can see that there is a choking along the stairs on each corner of the stair, not only interrupting the view, but it is also dangerous if someone slip into the choke area because the area is quite slippery. These defects can happen because of the stair is exposed in a prevailing weather and also exposed in the excessive heat, so the paint or chalk will be worn. In order to remove it or maintain it, you need to scrape the defects area and repaint it using a sealant powder. Means you need to use a scraper to remove it, ready one bag to put all the removable paint and chalk into it, and to make sure the stairs is not scratched, you can use a plastic scraper. So after you finish it, you can repaint it using a sealant powder.
Defect 12 is corrosion in wall. The symptom that we barely see is they are gold brown color on wall, or usually we can call it corrosion. This happens because the concrete steel bone material is not good. Remedy work for this defect is make sure the concrete steel bone is as good as possible. This is because concrete alone is not capable of resisting tensile forces to which it is often subjected. Otherwise, concrete may crack and allow harmful substance materials to attack steel bars.
And the next one is the defect number 13. As you can see right there, the name of the defect is faulty construction that have been located at College Dahlia 1. So the symptoms that we have been identified is the wire left to depend. Why this can be happened? This is because of lack of maintenance from the maintenance team itself. So what we can do? Responsible maintenance team needs to identify the area and make repairs by installing a wire cover which is attached to the wall.
Next, the 14th defect. As you can see, this is a faulty construction defect. This defect is located on ground floor, College Dahlia 1. We can know by looking at its symptoms, which is the wire is tangled and the covers of the lid is gone. The cause of this defect is because the lid is not suitable with the covers and it falls down. In other ways, it happens because of lack of maintenance. So the remedial works for this defect is responsible maintenance team needs to identify the area and make repairs by installing wire cover which is attached to the wall.
Defect number 15 is about failed plaster in wall. The symptom is easy to recognize, which is crack in the paint until you can see the cement of the wall. These defects happen because of paint poorly applied and also the wall is exposed to excessive heat. Remedial work to this defect is the cracks and pop marks may be filled using matching plaster or narrow ones with proprietary interior filler gauge with whiting.
So for the defects number 16 is penetrating dampness and wall. So the location is College Dahlia 1. The symptoms, the wall is full black color spot that you can see at the picture. These defects are usually caused from filtration of rain and wet wines. Other than that, it may causes leakage through roof. As we can see, the roof are not long enough to cover the wall. To stop generating dam affecting masonry, bricks can be treated with any water replenishment treatment for bricks, stone masonry, and concrete.
Now, the 17th defect is greening plaster renderings. This defect is located at store, ground floor, College Dahlia 1. We can know from this picture that this is a greening plaster renderings by looking at the cracks on the wall. Although it is small and not very visible in this picture, but this defect is very visible in reality. The cause for this defect is because plaster is set too quick and also poor or wrong mixed plaster during preparation. The remedial work for this is an application of an undercoat or a spatter dash coat before plastering. This can avoid greening.
Failing in wall. As you can see picture attached, the symptom of this defect is broken plug and it did not attach to the wall. That can be happen due to differences in tensile stress and tensile strength applied to concrete and it will influence concrete durability. The remedial work for this defect is maintenance team need to infill back the wall.
So the defect of number 19, as you can see right there, the name of the defect is paintbrush marks on wall, that it is been located beside the stairs at the floor 1 of College Dahlia 1. So the symptom that we have identified is there are paint brush lining marks, also uneven paint on the wall. So why this can happen? These defects are usually caused by the worker that poorly apply the paint. Not just that, it may be caused by the low quality of paint. So what we can do? Likely sand the wall with the sandpaper and then wipe it with a cloth to get rid of dust. Last but not least, repaint the area while maintaining a wet edge.
Next, the 20th defect. As we can clearly see, this is a broken ceiling and this is located at All Pantry, floor 1, College Dahlia 1. The symptom for this defect is that the ceiling is perforated. These defects may be caused by poor quality ceiling. This is because the ceiling is too thin and cannot handle the weight of joint. Next, the remedial works for this defect is firstly you have to apply drywall tape and mud. However, this broken ceiling needs a professional to repair the defect, and after some repairing, it should be maintenance free for many years.
Defect 21 is faulty construction, which is the lamp is not functioning in the night. This is because a bulb had blown or there is a technical problem with the circuit. To solve this problem, regular maintenance and inspection are required to make sure the occupants are not bothered by this faulty construction.
Okay, for the next defect, defect number 22 is the plumbing system leakage that is located under sink in the second floor's toilet in College Dahlia 1. So what is the cause of the defect? The cause of the defect is the leakage leave a brown colored mark that leave eroded marks around the connection of the pipe. The symptom is this is because the connection is not tightened enough and leads to leakage. And when it leads to leakage, it can become a problem because the toilet may be flooded by water that come from the unconnected pipe. What can we do? What is the remedial action? We can regularly conduct building and other maintenance checks. This means maintenance always an important role because the pipe or the other defect must be maintained regularly.
Next, the 23rd defect is chemical damage and wear on floors. This defect was found under the sink of toilet floor 2, College Dahlia 1. This defect is often happen, and the symptoms for this defect is white colored or slippery marks on the tiles of the floor. Plus, these defects happen because chemicals being used are not suitable and poor, so they will create the white stains on the floor. However, we can repair this defect by doing regular maintenance such as scrubbing the floor and putting on sealers and coatings.
So defect for number 24 is leaking on shower head. So the location is shower number 4, toilet floor 2, College Dahlia 1. So the symptom is water coming out from the shower head and stuff. This defect usually happens as the material used is poor and cheap remedial and cheap. So for remediation that can be used is clean the shower head and retouch the new shower head.
Next one is the defect number 25, as you can see right there. The name of the defect is loss of shine on glass surface. This defect is located on the sink at the in the toilet of floor 2, which is at the College Dahlia 1. So the symptoms that we have been identified is the tiles that have been used have no shines, and it does look very old, like the old tiles that have been used. Why this can be happened? This is because the tiles have been exposed to excessive heat. Otherwise, it may add unsuitable solvents. That is why there is no shine. So so what we can do? We need to use the magnesium chloride.
Okay, for appendix, as you can see, for figure 1, we have our building inspection checklist that we use to inspect our site for the defect. So the question is, what the purposes of building inspection checklist? Why is it so important? Okay, the main purposes of inspection checklist are to outline quality products and standards that were required and provide objective criteria for inspecting products or facilities, to be exact, to ensure they meet customers' expectation and regulatory standards. Why is it so important? Because the purpose of building inspection is to verify compliance with the minimum safety standards set forth in the adopted codes. At the inspection, during the inspection, the building inspector, which is us, will review all work done, compare it to the approved plans or building code as applicable for compliance, and issue an inspection report.
So in the end of report, thanks to our group members who has give a best cooperation to succeed this report, we are able to identify the building defect that has occurred in the building which is Blok Dahlia 1, Kolej Cempaka Sari UiTM Seri Iskandar Perak. We are also able to identify the remedial work need to do in order to maintain the building and avoid the defect from happening again. We can conclude that there is a lot of factors that can contribute the damage and defects in a building, such as naturally, intentionally, or cause a poor quality of building structure. This matter has caused discomfort for the occupants of the building, such as the toilet condition and air conditioning consistently broke down, and can even cause incident if the building structure is damaged. So to prevent these matters from keep happening, a building need to be maintained periodically in order to maintain its condition and level of performance in a good condition. Indirectly, the building can be used in a long term and can reduce the cost to repair it if the building is damaged. There are also some challenges and problems encountered through the survey conduct, especially in this current situation where we are stuck in COVID-19. Every activity to succeed this task was disrupted, especially in this situation. We even can go out to do an inspection. Luckily, one of our teammates who stay on the college, so she is able to find and identify the building defects that occur on the building. Even so, the defect in the building is quite hard to find, since the defect is not too much and quite same. Our action in a same area has also caused a little hard for us to plan and complete this task, but finally, we are successful in doing it. Lastly, from what we got and learned by conducting this task or assignment, a building must be taken care and consistently maintained to maintain the comfort and safety to be occupied, because the building is built not only for today but for a lifetime.
Wait, so before we end this video, I would like to conclude a quick reflections or a quick conclusion from me and my team members from our personal experience when we have been assigned this project. So first of all, my own personal experience is I'm very excited, happy, glad and grateful when we have been assigned this project, because for me it is our first time to inspect this huge building to obtain the defects on that building. So this is our new experience for us, and I'm kind of amazed that these little defects or on that buildings can be a huge difference, can be a huge effects on that building. So it is important for the maintenance team to maintain the building so that we can ensure the building will sustain for a long time. And last but not least, I would like to thank you, Dr. Noraini, for helping us and guiding us every day and help us to improve ourselves, our project, our report every day so that we can be a better one. And thank you so much. The next one will be our team members, their own experience. Thank you, Doctor.
So now we have come to an end, and for me personally, from this assignment and group study with my group mates, I have gained knowledge, and also I can identify any defects in my house, to be honest. And a huge thanks to Madam Noraini because for teaching us and showed us and also guided us in this subject. Thank you so much.
So at this report, we have gained many knowledge about how to identify defects and what is the causes of the defects and how to take the remedial action for the defects. So there are many knowledge about defects that we can learn, and we have to know about that. So that's all from me. Thank you.
That is all from me, Siti KHADIJAH. Thank you for listening until we meet again. Thank you and goodbye.
Regarding doing this report, I gained so many things by complete this report, such as identifying small but huge effect of defects and so on. So stay safe and stay at home. Thank you.